Oops, hold on. I got the wrong link here. Just a second.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Are now live.
Hello, hello. We're
Hi,
happy.
everyone.
We're happy you're here. Good to see you all. It's been a while since Sarita and I have done a class.
Yep, we're pretty excited to get started again and get
Yes,
started with something that is near and dear to all of us, list building. So,
yes, absolutely. If without your list, what do we say? Your business doesn't go too far, right?
exactly. All right. So, I am clicking around where I shouldn't be. Sorry, I was I had to go over to our YouTube channel and mute it so that
Ah,
it wasn't playing in my ear as we were presenting. All right. So, do we need to do any housekeeping or should we just jump in?
let's just go ahead and jump in.
All right. Well, tonight we're going to talk about building a solid relationship with your list. Um, and it's something I feel like I lecture everybody on, like the grumpy old teacher lady. But seriously, list building is everything. List building doesn't mean putting up a sign, not sign, oh my goodness, putting up a form on your webpage and just expecting everybody in your target market to magically find your opt-in form and sign up to be on your mailing list. List building encompasses all of those things that you do every single day to find targeted prospects by getting your message in front of the right people, to put those prospects on your list by enticing them to sign up. Um, and that's, on social media, on advertising, however you're doing it. It's putting those people on your list, on your customer list, by persuading them to make a purchase with you. And it's also putting those customers on your VIP list by convincing them to spend even more money with you. Simply put, list building is your business. It's everything. It's so critical. And I don't know that a lot of people put the time and effort into it that's really needed.
Well, and truly, your list is really the one thing that you own. Because if you're in network marketing, you don't own the company, you don't own the products, you really don't own much, but you do own your list of people that you are either prospecting or are actual customers or even your downline. That is your business, really and truly.
Definitely. All right. So we're going to jump into our 10 tips and hopefully help you start really nurturing that relationship. And how do we didn't decide if we were going to alternate, Kim. We usually talk about this beforehand,
We
but
do, we do. We can alternate or just jump in as we each see fit. How's that?
okay. And I set this PowerPoint up with the bullets to come up one at a time, but would you rather see them all on the screen as we're talking?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
All right. So the first one is about being genuine. It's about being who you are. And it seems obvious to always be truthful, but one thing that might not be quite so obvious is when you're writing emails to people. Now, let me back up a step. When you um, ask someone to opt in to your list, you are making an agreement with them. They are saying, yes, you can have my email address because you are going to send me information that I'm interested in. And that means you don't have to, if they sign up to get a report about Facebook advertising, that doesn't mean you can only talk about Facebook advertising, but it does mean don't talk about um, don't try to convince them to buy your floor lamps. Stay on topic as far as the market goes. Honor that agreement that you've made with them. And if you promise to deliver something to them, deliver it to them. And then when you're writing your emails, this is something that drives me crazy, and I don't know if it bugs other people as much as it does me. But when you're writing an email and you put a subject line and you never address that subject line anywhere in your email, you just put that subject line up there to make me read your email, and it has nothing to do with in any way with what you talk about. I'm like, I'm not interested in what you have to say anymore.
Well,
And
it
if you
makes me not even want to open their next email, because if they do it,
exactly,
if they do it to me too many times, I'm like, forget it. I don't even trust. You lose that trust with the
yep.
people.
So you're like, you can't even trust their email.
Right.
That's
Right.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
So be genuine and there are ways to put curiosity generating subject lines. Just tie it into the rest of your message so that you close that loop. So I know why the heck you put that subject line there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So are we ready for number 2?
Yep.
Number 2.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, a lot of people will say, "Hey, you guys, how are you?" And I do think it's important to talk to one person, so that when you're speaking to someone and you're looking into the camera, that person actually feels like you're talking to them. It doesn't mean you have to open every webinar or whatever with "Hi, Mary," since you don't know their name, but just, "Hey, how are you? I'm here to talk to you today about," and something that helped me when I really first got started was to imagine that person I was talking to, so that you're not always just including it as a group. I do think it's important not to get hung up on that. Like if you do say, "Hey guys, how are you all?" Or how are, because we do that too, but you still want to also bring it down to where you're talking to each person, because you care about each person that's on your list. So using the you and the your, I think, is really, really important.
Perfect. All right. We ready for number 3?
Sure.
All right. Number 3 is about, and it's not just about writing emails, but any time that you're communicating with the people in your audience. You want to use words that describe how life is going to be for them after they meet a goal. And I use the words paint a word picture because that's the best way I could think of to describe it. But if you're using words that are, you can say, let me try and think of an example real fast here. If you're going to show someone how to do a webinar, for example, and you're showing them you want to tell them that how to present and not be scared to death. So when you're talking about that, then you want to use words like, you're not going to sit hiding behind your desk, shaking in your shoes with your hands trembling and sweat pouring off of your face. You want to use words that really grab them and let them see themselves in that situation, and then use words that counter that to show them how they can be nice and relaxed and sitting and comfortable and calm, cool, and collected, and just sharing the information that they have to share. So hopefully that's clear enough for you guys.
Yes, that was definitely a big difference. And you could see both of those people.
And I've been both.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to add anything else to this one?
No, I think that was great.
Okay.
You packed a punch in there. So segmenting your list, this is always something that you want to do, because when you have prospects, people that you're still trying to convert to buy something, it is a little bit different than your customers, because your customers have already bought something from you. So your prospects, you're still in that trying to build the trust and get them maybe to buy, where your customers, obviously you've built some type of a relationship where they trust you, but I think you treat your customers, yes, you treat your prospects kind of like an acquaintance. Your customers are like your friends. So it's a deeper relationship. And segmenting your list means you can also break them into many different lists. And you want to talk a little bit about that, Sarita, the specific interests and stuff?
Sure. When someone signs up to your list, let's say, for example, let's go back to what we said before. You have a report on doing Facebook ads. So you have them on your mailing list and you can talk to them about anything. But because they signed up for that report, they're interested in Facebook, they're interested in advertising. So if you have another report that you're giving away and it's about SEO, those people you want to talk to about SEO topics specifically. You're going to want to really focus on offering that group of people who are all part of your list, but they may or may not be interested in the same things. One thing that we like to do is we have a main mailing list, and we can send out an email about a specific topic. And for people who show interest in that topic, we can send them more messages about that topic, but we don't send those more messages to the main mailing list because not everybody on the main mailing list was interested in that. Does that make sense? I'm asking that like you can answer me.
Yeah, I know.
You can answer me. And one additional thing, once you've built your business up some and you have, like in your core business, whatever your main company that you're working with, if you're in network marketing, if you have customers who they may or may not be team members, but who, order something every single month, they are this is my bread and butter. I know I'm going to get an order every single month from this customer because they love this product. They use it every single day and they're not going to give it up unless some dire, horrible thing happens. So these are your VIPs. These are the people who help build your business with a firm foundation. There are also people who, in some instances, might order something that's a higher price, and they might also be VIPs. But these people usually, well, I shouldn't say usually, sometimes you're going to speak with them differently than your regular customers. You might be sending them special offers because they're your VIP customers. Or they might be your team members. They can be VIPs. You're certainly going to speak to them differently than your regular customers. So think of different ways that you communicate with the people who are in your audience, and focus on what it is that's going to help them the most wherever it is they are. Okay.
Yep.
All right. The next one. Excuse me. Giving away helpful info frequently. I put something on here that I don't like the way that it's worded, but I couldn't think of how else to word it, and I wasn't talking to Kim at the time. So I just left it here, and it says train the click. What that means is, and this is specifically talking about email marketing or social media posts. You want to get the people you're building a relationship with used to clicking on a link. So when you send an email and you're sending a really helpful information, create a video and make them click the link to go get that video. or write an article. Make them click the link to go get that article. A lot of times, people will put their funny stories or whatever right in the email, and that's okay. And you really should, as you grow, start to test and see what works best for you. But when you're starting out, get them used to clicking, because you want them to click the links in your email.
Well, and an easy way to do that too is to do a video, post it on your blog, send out an email saying, hey, I just did this video on such and such. Go to my, click here to go to my blog to see it. And that is definitely helping train them to click on links and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And getting viewers, a lot more viewers to your blog.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think the second one here, sending content with no sales message, because they are part of your list. Obviously they've come to you because they want to learn something, either about your products or about how you're building your business or whatever it is. And it's important to not always try to sell them something, because you will get, I almost want to say clicking fatigue, where people won't even open your message. There's a few people that Sarita and I've talked about recently. I'm like, I can't even open that email from that person because I'm going to want what it is, and I know I don't need it. So, but if every once in a while they were to send information without a sales thing, I'd be much more apt to check out all of their emails, so they're not just bombarding a sale, they're bombarding me with great information that I want to know. So I think that's really important.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the content that you send, if you can solve one specific problem, and it can be small, it can be, this is how you change the text on a button. I mean, it can be teeny tiny, something that takes you 2 minutes to explain, which actually is preferable. You want it to be super short.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can solve a problem, that goes such a long way to building goodwill. People will be like, you're really helping me. Thank you so much. I've been trying to figure that out for weeks.
Right.
And that's really appreciated.
Yep, totally.
Right. Number 6. Man, we're jamming.
We are. We're
Don't
awesome.
Let me ramble.
No, you're good. You're good. So now we're going to be talking about our follow-up email clusters. And this can be an overwhelming thing, but it really does not have to be. If someone has opted in for some type of a gift, let's say it's a list building gift that you're offering them, then think about, okay, so now they have this gift. Over the next, 3 to 4 email messages, what can you do that's going to reinforce some of the things that you've maybe talked about in that ebook or in that checklist, and keep them the same. You're not going to send one email about building your list and then the next one is Facebook ads, because, whoa, how did we get there to that? You want to keep it at least in the theme of building your list. You may get into Facebook ads, but don't just all of a sudden send an email list that's completely something different.
Yep.
Yep.
And then in your messages at the end, use curiosity, because curiosity is super powerful. Make them really anxious to get that next message. Do your best to tease them a little bit.
Yep.
And
then, space them out over the course of a week. You don't send all 4 at the same time. Or sometimes I've had them where they come so slowly that you've forgotten what you wanted to know by the time you get the second email. So you want to do a good spacing, not too fast and not too slow.
Right.
So, yep.
All right. And one of my favorites, surveys. I really like surveys, and the main reason I like surveys is because of that first bullet point. If you can really tap into your market and know exactly the words and phrases that people use, and then use those words in any of your copy, in your sales copy, in your emails, and when you post something on Facebook, when you answer a question, you're using the words that they're accustomed to using. you are joining the conversation already in their head. And that's so, so powerful because it really, really tightens up that connection. I got excited.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good.
But they also will tell you what their needs are sometimes, and that's gives you the opportunity to offer products or services that fulfill that need that they have,
Yeah.
answers their questions.
Yeah.
Okay. I just jumped in on surveys because I love them,
No, that's
Kim.
good.
Did you
I
want
know
to?
you, I know you do. And that's a good thing.
Okay.
Oh, frequent webinars. Look at that. Yes, we are just getting back into doing our webinars. And, you know, we had a huge following there when we were doing them frequently. And then life kind of happens. And webinars are just a great way for people to get to know, like, and trust you quickly. And they can feel your personality and your heart and kind of know who you are. And it's a great way to get subscribers and re-engage with existing ones and reconnect with old ones. So it's great. It's a great way to build a list.
And that last bullet where it says it's okay to repeat topics every week, what that means is if you are presenting an opportunity, like the company you're with or something like that, it's okay to every week do an opportunity webinar. That's perfectly fine. Over time, you want to vary that and start doing some teaching and start doing some sharing helpful information. But if you are not comfortable doing webinars and you just need to get started, learn how to present your opportunity on a webinar and do it every week. And you'll start to become very, very comfortable talking into this wonderful microphone sitting in front of your face and just sharing the amazing thing that you have to offer.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Now, email only specials. I'm not a huge fan of specials because I've been biased against discounts unless somebody's discounting something for me. That's a terrible thing to say. I hesitate to discount things because I don't want to give anyone the impression that something is worth less than it really is. So it's something I hesitate on, but I do use them anyway. And you can do specials for, Christmas or it's my birthday and I'm giving everybody 10% off or whatever. Or it can just be a random thing. It doesn't really matter. But it is a good way to convert some people who've been on your list for a while into a customer to get them to buy if they haven't.
Mm-hmm.
You do want to send non-customers something different than existing customers, obviously, because some of your existing customers might already have that thing that you're offering to your subscribers.
Yep.
Anything else on that one?
Nope, I think that was good.
Okay. And finally,
Yep. Remember the personal touch. People do business with people, and they really do want to know who you are. So you want to be personal, but also professional. I think a lot of the best emails that go out include a little bit of your life and your day of what you did. Remembering people's birthdays or sending holiday greetings is a great way to do that personal touch. And remember that everyone on your list is a person. So you want to, of course, treat them like a person and celebrate their major life events and all of that. And then.
And yours.
And yours. Yeah, true, very much. And you can have anything that's fun and that, again, you don't have to always sell them something. Just send them a fun, if you're on vacation or something, tell them a story about your vacation and that type of thing.
Outstanding. We made it
Yay.
through all 10.
We did. And look at that, in under 30 minutes. And one of our goals is to give you not a lot of fluff, but a lot of value in a quick amount of time. We all know that lives are busy and we want to pack it in for you.
Right. So I am going over to our YouTube channel. And I am not seeing any questions.
Okay.
So I guess we can ask you guys to connect with us. And I'm clicking in the wrong window. There we go.
There you are.
We have started a Facebook group just for our friends because we are Marketing with Friends. So you can connect with us at marketingwithfriends.com/community. And you can always, of course, go to our Facebook page. And I didn't put the link up there. But in the group, you can ask questions and get answers in there. On our Facebook page, which is at facebook.com/marketingwithfriends. And I really should have put the link there. I apologize, everyone. On the page, we'll be sharing tips and tidbits and articles and things like that. So that's a good place to go for information as well.
Yep. And we would love to help you grow your business. And we will be back next week at the same time, same bat station, right?
Yep.
Yep. And we will have, all of these links and everything up on our Facebook page. And then we also have another training tonight at 9 p.m. That is by I think he's a 7-figure earner, and he's going to be talking about Facebook ads and how they are working right now. So it's going to be a great training if Facebook ads is something that you are looking to do right now. So, and that link is also on our Facebook page. So you can just pop over there and get that link there.
Okay. I'm going to be tacky. Sorry, you guys. You get to watch my tackiness.
Hey, it's okay.
But I want to make sure everyone's got links. So I just want to display them on the screen for a minute. Oops, my mouse got in the way. Stay out of the way, mouse. There. Feel much better.
There you go. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Perfect. So that top one is our group, and that second one is our Facebook page. So we look forward to seeing you over at one or both of those.
Outstanding. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you out and about in the social world. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.